if you start killing bosses and like getting through areas without dying, then you can keep that up for a while as well. So I'm just going to try and do this, block your attack. Not your attack though. So you might be wondering, why am I not using the Estus class more and I'm using the life gems? Because I know that Estus class refill and stuff, but life gems don't. And I use them. It's because in the middle of a fight, it's better most of the time to use an Estus flask because it heals more quicker when you're in a fight. You're trying to do that swing, the tail swing. So do another backstab and kill him. So right now, as it is, it takes me 2 backstabs to kill one of these things, which isn't bad. I guess it could be better though. Wow. So in the middle of a fight, if I needed a lot of health, then using Estus fast is a better choice. But if I'm not fighting or anything, sometimes it's better to use, or most of the time it's better to use a life gem. Because it's slower, it heals you slower, but it's a lot, but you have a lot more of them, so it works better. You can't get behind him, which isn't good. So I'm just gonna try and roll past him. That works. So I just wanted to get, so gotta do that and then kill you. So tough enemies nonetheless. So this area, you might not notice, but this area contains a final boss. And that's why these enemies are tougher than normal. Or what my character should be fighting. And then there's these things. I got lucky. He was in the mid point about to do the belly flop, but I was able to hit him. That has some range on it. And also, if you notice, since I'm in water, I move slower, so it's harder to actually get around. Which is not great because these things are in here. So I wanted to get a few items that were in here. Hopefully not die by these things. Killed you. So you can hear them. If you like listen closely, they kind of make like the grudge noise or whatever. So they also can hide in the water if they were sitting down. Gotta make sure there's none of them on me. So as you can see, that one was hidden in the water, so you couldn't see. So you would assume that there was only one in here, but the second one would come up from behind you and try and kill you. Very devious. Yep. Always gotta make sure that you look behind you. So, A good way to tell if there's none of those things around you is if you stop hearing that noise. Soul of Proud Knight and Pharaoh's Lockstone. Then you open this up. And then you look over here and, geez, I wonder what possibly could be in there. So, if you head left through this like little corner here, there's an item. Radiant Life Gem. So, you can go up here. And then attempt to open this door. It is locked. So, and that'll be the same for up there as well, is it's locked. So you can't get in there. You can if you decide to do something optional, but I did not. And this is one of the final bosses. Enjoy. The Lost Sinner. So, the Lost Sinner isn't tough if you're able to block, well, but it can be a nightmare if you are a mage or somebody who does not have the ability to use a good shield. And be careful too, because a lot of times after the Lost Sinner does a move or an attack and you attempt to hit, she'll go for a backdash and then go for a stab usually. So as you can see, pretty much every time she's gonna do backstep. And yes, it is a she, believe it or not. So this boss fight is basically trying to trick you into letting your guard down. And you can probably tell just from how it looks is that it's be very painful to try and do this without a shield. As you can see, I'm not even rolling. I rolled that time because I didn't have enough stamina to block. The Lost Sinner doesn't have that much health, considering, because I'm only doing 193 damage, or 251, and I'm taking down a good chunk of her health. But needless to say, is that if she hits you, you're going to feel it. And I'm pretty sure that one of her strong attacks would probably one-shot me. Either that or bring me to very low health. So, most people would try and hit to finish that, but you see, does the backstep and thinks that you're safe, but then ends up killing you. That happens to a lot of people. So that's another, like, and you see 60,000 souls I just got there. And it said great soul acquired. So that's what I was talking about this boss fight, is that she tries and baits you in order to get that extra hit, or trying to finish her off, but it ends up doing the backstep and then kills you later. So Fragment Branch of Yore and Elizabeth's Mushroom. So you just be careful. So if you do attempt this boss and fight it, just be aware of that, because that has been the death of many people, and it's not a good thing to happen to you. So I'm heading back to Majula, and I'm going to spend my souls, if you didn't know. Well, you probably already knew. 67,000 souls isn't anything to scoff at all. So, where are you? There you are.
That is more than most undead can say.
That acquire the Lord's soul, or... yeah? Thank you. So, strength is pretty high up. I could get my strength to a very high amount. Although, I don't really have anything to use with that strength, if you get what I'm saying. No, I don't need a level up. I gotta first check some stuff.
The name, and you are? Another useless traveler.
Nice to meet you too.
Not roam around like you flirtatious vagabonds.
We actually kind of look alike, just saying.
Oh, what does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got. Your equipment. Let me have a look. But do it quick.
So this is the blacksmith I was talking about earlier. I didn't actually talk to him because I didn't really need him, because I didn't have any weapons that I wanted from him. So, just saying, this mace is amazing. So as you can see, 266 to 120. But the reason why it's so amazing is because the craftsman's hammer needs twinkling titanite, whereas the mace just needs regular titanite, and it upgrades normally. So when you regularly upgrade it, it gets a really good stat bonus. So, and it also has a few other things about it too, which I'll show you later. So, it did take me 5 levels to make it better than this, but I'm pretty sure that if you take a look, the scaling is higher for this weapon. Even though it says that it's B and this is B, this is a higher, it's still a higher rate, or like a percentage. Even though it has that symbol, it's not actually exact in like how much you get from it. So just the thing to check out. And it's also another way to tell is when you look at the B on that, it's red. So that means that it has lower scaling. So when you look at this is 120 extra damage from scaling, and this is 110. So 10 extra isn't too big of a difference, but what is the difference is the weapon, or like the move set, which is a very important thing with every weapon. Must I like I have to include is how you swing and stuff. It's important. Because if you aren't able, if you have like a weird hit box with like a move that can't properly hit an enemy or something, that's a big problem. So I'm going back into the mansion because another person arrived. It's him. Hey.
Oh, hello again.
Hello.
You've made it. The map, I presume.
No, I didn't actually make the map.
Of course. Take a good look.
No, I know. I didn't make the map.
Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it.
I think he's using the flames for something. Just saying.
Did you see the flame on the map? It wasn't there when I came here before. I don't know what explains it.
I think I have an idea.
But there is something greatly comforting about that flame.
I bet.
It seems to fulfill something very precious, deep within the soul.
Yeah, I bet.
Something essential.
Yeah, something essential.
I would not venture far into that hole.
That's what she said.
It was blocked by a wall, something built long ago. But it was crumbling, and I finished the job. Now a foul sound echoes within.
Okay. Oh. Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Did you see the flame on? It wasn't there when...
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're talking like extra, or you're saying things in repeated dialogue, so I'm gonna ignore you now. I'm gonna check down here. So, I don't know exactly what causes it, but sometimes this chest, I might be crazy or something, but I think this chest reopens itself. But I do know for a fact that that chest does not always have the same items in it. So, as you can see when I got the Maracumo, that's not always supposed to be in there. It's not. And I learned my lesson this time. How's my...
See.
my strength up some more. Thank you. So, that place, the Lost Bastille and the Sinner's Rise. It's completed for the most part. There's some extra things I can do in there, but I don't have to worry about that right now. But there are still many areas, like there's still 3 other pathways I could have gone. And I'm going to go, I don't usually go this way many times, but this time I feel like doing it. So, you can go through here. And I know this does look kind of ominous. Most of this game does, not gonna lie. So, you end up in these old ruins looking area with this guy. He is holding a blue sword. And as you're thinking, what a badass, right? What makes him even more of a badass is if you hit him, he's going to mess your day up. Like something fierce. So it's good not to fight him. Instead, talk to him.
Have you business with me?
Maybe.
The way yonder's all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue.
Well, I think it looks nice.
Heavens above. Who thought it a good idea to pit it there?
I don't know.
I'm in quite the pickle now.
Let's see.
See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive.
I wonder why.
It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts.
Well, there's a blacksmith, but I don't think he would use a stone.
You don't think a real life person was turned to stone, do you?
Maybe. Anyway, see ya. Life gem and homeward bone. I'll open up this door, and as you can see, there's something quite foul looking, if you want to put it. And that thing he's holding in his arm, yeah, that's a corpse. He's trying to beat you up with a corpse. Yeah. Or a skeleton, whatever you want to call it. So, these things are not friendly. And as you can tell, they don't look friendly either. They're pretty bad, if you ask me. So thank you, beware of ambush. So use the fragment branch of yore we got after that boss fight with the Lost Sinner. And voila! By the way, we couldn't have actually gone through here unless we would have killed the Lost Sinner or gone through a different pathway. Hello?
Thank you. I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me
The jokes I could make right now.
a moment. I'm fine. No. I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosa.
Hello there.
Thank you so much for rescuing me.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh. You're that traveler.
Yeah, that traveler.
I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm quite a hand at pyroman, so perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
Thank you.
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life. But just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything. Whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do.
Okay.
Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
Give equipment. So you can give her some stuff. I'll give you that. 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 And that.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy for this.
Yeah, no problem.
After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula. I'm not sure where I might find the Lord. But perhaps Majula is my best chance.
So, this is a bad time. Once you open that, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys spawn. And if you didn't kill the other 2, then they would be fighting you as well, which is not great. And as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage. More damage than it actually says. Well, not more, but you know. So the thing about this weapon is it ignores some damage from enemies' defense. It doesn't say it, but it actually does. So it's a very good weapon to have. And can even be used throughout the game. Once you get this to level 10, you can easily use this throughout the entire game. Of course, there are other weapons that can serve just as good as a purpose, but an early game weapon that you can definitely use for most of the game, or the entire game if you wanted, is the mace. So you might be wondering, why didn't I buy it before? That's because the craftsman's hammer that I got earlier, it's not bad. And I need souls to upgrade the mace to make it as good as the craftsman's hammer, or at least do enough damage. With the craftsman's hammer though, I can't upgrade it to make it do more damage really, or upgrade it as much. So I would use the craftsman's hammer just to get some items or get some souls so you can upgrade the mace later. So usually after I do get the mace, I'll either decide on sticking with it or getting a different weapon. So I think just for variety's sake, I'm gonna use a different weapon just to make it more interesting. So I got my life gems. Ow. Ow. I hate when they throw rocks at me. So, going to use the life gem. Get Pharaoh's Lockstone. Going to run up here. More enemies. Dodge the rock. Not the rock, but an actual rock. Just to make things clear. And also, as you can see, the mace swings faster, just a little bit. So it's better for that, and also better in that aspect. So killed him and killed him. I'm trying to think. How many more? Well, I think I should be fine for the most part, right?